Mission complete. Mission start. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Okay, thank you. Rocket launcher. Heavy machine gun. Rocket launcher. Machine gun. Thank you. Okay. launcher. Shotgun. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Mission complete. Mission 4. Start. Thank you. Mission complete. Mission 5. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Okay. Thank you. Flame shot. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Mission complete. Mission 6. Start. Thank you. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Shotgun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Roger. Mission complete.
Metal Slug.